whenever you're ready.
Alright, so this is just a generic ankle strapping for a lateral ankle instability, so if you've had a twisting of your ankle. So basically what you're going to start with is cleaning the skin, so make sure there's no sweat, dirt, anything like that. And then you're going to start with anchors. So basically I roughly do about three fingers up from the malleolus there. And then that's not going to be tight or anything, it's just a point where you're going to attach tape to. It's also important that you keep the foot in dorsiflexion, so it's kept up like that. And I just do 2 of those. And then the next part is doing some stirrups. So with the stirrups you always start from the inside and go out. And I start on the back half of the ankle bone, so the malleolus there. And depending on the size of the ankle, you can do 2 or 3 of these. This one's small enough that we can just do the 2. And then the next thing we're going to do is our 6s and reverse 6s. So with that, your 6, you're going to start across the front of the ankle joint. And depending on the sport that you play, you can adjust how high up you go. If you're doing it for footy, you can do it much lower, whereas soccer or AFL, where they need to be able to kick, you can go up a bit higher. But basically you're going down on an angle, and this takes just a bit of practice to get it right. Basically starting from the top area, coming across, and then you're basically ending just like the stirrups. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You can go across to the front and go up the straight part, or I do the opposite with this one, so I come down and then go across the top. And again we're going to do 2 of those, and you just overlap by roughly half or a third. Same thing here, pulling across. Now that's quite basic. What you can add into there is heel locks next. So what we do for that is we're just adding a bit of support through the back of the ankle here. Essentially start the same as you did the 6. This time you're going to go across the top half of the ankle bone. You're going to come around the heel, down, and you stop where you started, so you're coming back up and end on that same spot there. Okay, and then we do the exact same thing on the other side. So starting there, covering half the ankle bone, and then around the back, and stop where you started. And then the last part is just blocking all of that off, so it's just another anchor at the top. And it's just covering up all the tape ends. Again, it's nothing that needs to be tight. And that's your basic ankle strapping. If you find you have any little holes anywhere, just cover those up because they can rub and cause blisters. But a big opening like that is fine. That won't cause any cuts. Then you have the person stand up, make sure that it's not too tight or cutting in anywhere, and you're good to go.